Went to the local auto parts store. I got me my battery terminals. They actually just pulled a little nut out of another package and gave it to me. And while I was there, I exchanged my header bolts. Because when I went there, I bought the ones that were too thick, so I got the thinner ones. So hell yeah, we might get this thing fully together today. Maybe. See how eager I am to get this motherfucker done. Right, Blue? Alright, finally got them motherfuckers on. So, yeah, just gotta connect this. One more ground. Yesterday when I was plugging up all my grounds over here on the body, yeah, I go and tighten this one down right here. That you can't see because it's so dark, but there's this other wire sticking out right next to it that I didn't even notice. So stick that one back on there. And we're finally gonna hook this damn battery up and get some power on. So yeah, get these gauges working and shit. Hell yeah. Alright, we got that ground back on. Get these battery terminals hooked up. Get us some power, baby. Oh yeah. Alright, we got our power connected. Look, the light's on. We got power, baby. Hopefully nothing's smoking. Uh-oh, the alarm's on. It's armed. It's fucking armed. Alright, nothing's smoking over here, so I guess I did something right so far. Let's get these damn gauges working. Alright, let's turn this key on. Ooh, dang. Oh yeah. That's what I like to see. So now I gotta grab my multimeter. Actually, it ain't my multimeter. It's my brother-in-law's multimeter, but yeah, I'm gonna grab that multimeter. And then we gotta check for the 12 volt fuses. Oh yeah. Found my 12 volt constant. I think it's a little less than 12 because the battery's not fully charged. The battery's been sitting for a while and I haven't charged it. But yeah, I got that one there. And then there's the accessory and my switch, my headlight switch fuse that controls the dimmer and the switch, so it's awesome. Glow Shift, the gauges that I bought, they actually have a YouTube channel and they have awesome videos for installation on all of their gauges. And yeah, they were recommending this type of fuse where you clip it into your original fuse and then you can wire off the power from it. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing. All right, so I got my 3 little fuse link things here hooked up. I think I'm ready to roll. I have it all wired in here. I didn't even cut any of the excess wire. I just pretty much raveled it up and taped it together and then just shoved it down in here. Oh yeah, I gotta tighten my ground down. Alright, let's see, where's the keys? Let's see, did they turn on? Oh yeah. Sweet. Getting brighter when you turn it down and dimmer. Huh. That's odd. I wonder why. Green, red, yellow. Let's see, white, I guess, or light blue. I don't know. It looks like it matches mine the best. Alright, so I just called up Glow Shift and I got me some information on why these gauges are functioning the way they are. So, yeah, they said all cars are built different and that fusible link thing I put in the fuse box is connected to the headlight switch, but it's also connected to the dimmer switch. The guy on the phone just told me from Glow Shift that you do not want the gauges hooked to a dimmer switch. You want it hooked directly to a positive, like the headlight wire itself or the switch wire, but not for it to be going through the dimmer switch. So yeah, I have to reroute that power wire out of the fuse box and connect it to one of the other wires. But he did also say to make sure you run an inline fuse to wherever you do connect it for that added protection. And they also say not to go over a 4 amp fuse. So yeah, I got some 3 amp ones. They said 3, but don't go over a 4. So that's what we're doing. All right, had to use one of these mamma jammas. I could not use that fuse link thing. I bought this one for the last one for the gauge lighting, the orange wire, and I ended up using one of these inline fuses that I got from Walmart that I thought I wouldn't be needing. So yeah, ended up just tying that into the orange wire for the lighting for the gauges, and I use that little double clip connector and just spliced it into the switch off of this little brown wire here, and it works. Yeah, the way these work, you can't dim these. When you turn the car on, they come on at their brightest, and then when you turn the headlights on, they dim down 50%. So you got them at full brightness for your daytime driving so you can see them correctly, and then they dim down to 50% for nighttime driving, I guess, so it ain't blinding you. That's how they have these set up. Awesome! Finally, I'm finished. It took me 3 days to figure this shit out and get it together. Yep, 3 damn days up and down here working on these damn gauges. I mean, not full days, just, a few hours here and there. Alright though, but we are finished in the wiring department for the inside of the car. Now it's just a matter of putting all my interior panels back in, my center console, my kick panels, and whatever else I took out. And I gotta clean this big old mess I got going on in here. At least it's done, and we can move on to the next step. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I also got my steering wheel figured out. The original hub assembly that I bought for, well, actually this steering wheel and the hub assembly was for the other Camaro. But yeah, I ended up finding all the pieces to my original hub assembly, and yeah, this is actually working out. So that's it. The steering wheel's set. Just have to get it on here straight, figure out how to hook my horn up, and the spring that came with this for the horn here, yeah, I think I used it for something else. I don't even know. I think I have a faint memory of grabbing it and stretching it out and cutting it in half and using it for something else. I just don't know what. So yeah, I gotta find me some other kind of spring, or make me a spring or something, so I can get this all finished up. But the horn is the main thing, because yeah, this wire is supposed to go into the horn, but there's this little white sleeve here that's supposed to slide in, and you're supposed to turn it to lock it in, but the piece cracked off when I took it apart, I guess, or it was cracked off when I had it apart. I don't even know how it cracked, but I noticed it was cracked after it was all said and done. So I don't know. I still got to figure that out. Might just get the wire to go in there with the little other sleeve piece, and this crazy load in there, and yeah, it just ain't coming off again. That's all. We got the front part up here all put back together, and my kick panels back in. The only thing I didn't put in was that little panel that goes above your feet on the passenger side. I was putting it in, but I figured since my little controller boxes for my wideband sensors are sitting right under there, and there's these little calibration buttons, I could have sworn in the directions it said you got to calibrate it, I guess, every so often. So I'm not putting that one back in. This way I can get to that easily if I got to calibrate it, or if that double-sided tape ends up failing and they fall, off of the panel. I don't want them just sitting under there smacking around. So. Oh yeah! Now we have the grand finale. Woo! It's like a fireworks show in here.
I got ice in my veins, blood in my eyes, hate in my heart, love in my mind. I seen nights full of pain, days of the same. You keep the sunshine, save me the rain. I search but never find, hurt but never cry. I work and forever try, but I'm cursed, so never mind. And it's